Hey, everybody, welcome to another week in Monday Mentoring. This week, we have, as usual, our three sessions. At noon Eastern is Journal Club with Janelle. And for Journal Club, if you've never been to one before, I encourage you to give it a shot. It is all about how to read and think about research papers. And this is a skill that requires ongoing ongoing practice. And Janelle does a really great job of kind of working through papers and talking about, what do we get from this? What are the flaws of the paper? What should we be aware of? How can we practice with this information, if at all, etc. So this week, the paper is going to be about pine bark extract and cardiometabolic risk factors. And I hope you'll join us. If you don't get a chance to read the paper in advance, it's totally fine. You still can come and learn a lot from being there. So while it's great to just have a look at it and maybe read through it on your own first, if you can't do that, still check it out. And it's this really wonderful way to kind of keep your brain sharp and keep learning as you're in the middle of your clinical practice. So that's at noon Eastern. At 5 Eastern, I will be facilitating a practice management. We will, of course, prioritize whatever questions people have. And if there is time, we will continue the last few practice management sessions that I've been part of. We've been having an ongoing discussion about how do we kind of meet this moment with our practices. And something we've touched on but haven't fully gotten into is to talk a little bit more about lower cost and group programs and whether, if, how those have a role in what you're doing. So we can think about that if time allows. And if not, we'll do it at another time. And then at 7 Eastern is a roundtable also with me. So bring your cases, bring your clinical questions, and we will talk about them there. All right. So lastly, don't forget at, let's see, let me just find the date real quick. April 23rd, which is a Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern, which is the same time we normally have co-working. Co-working is actually on break that week, but I'm around. So at that same time, we are doing a kind of a guided co-working to review business expenses with the idea of, what can you get rid of? What can you say, like, if I really need to, I will get, I could cut here, here, and here. Just getting a handle on where you're spending money and what that whether that's what you actually want to be doing right now or not. So that'll be happening. It's free if you use the coupon code, which I've put down below in the welcome email. So I'd love to see you there if you can make it. And if not, sign up anyway. It'll be recorded. We'll send out the recording within a few days of that event. Otherwise, I think those are the big things that are happening coming up. So let's talk behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, what's happening here is, as some of you know, if you've been following along these videos, I've been doing a lot of, not I don't want to say spring cleaning of my business, but just thinking about what am I doing, organizing, regrouping, getting rid of some things, shifting some things, adding some new things, that sort of deal. So I'm feeling good about where I am. I'm still, I'm like this close to getting ready to start my next newsletter, which is going to be all about just a teeny business care task each week for people to, to kind of stay on top of all the admin that goes along with running a clinical practice. So that's almost ready. I have it basically set up. I just need to get some of the content up and running to get it going. I'll share that with you, of course, once it gets ready, so you'll know about it. And I'm also working on a pilot tonics class for anyone because I think we all need tonics right now. just to like, we just need all the support we can get. And I think tonics, I wish everybody could just take a tonic of some sort that's appropriate for them. So I'm trying to do that. And I'm hoping some of you all will just do this with me as a pilot and give me some feedback so that I can roll it out in a bigger way later this year. And again, I should have that up and running later this week, and I'll let you know. And if it's of interest to you, please sign up. There won't be a charge for it, and so forth. Okay. And the other thing I wanted to share with you is just something that a client said to me this week. And if you're in my Grow class, you've already heard me talk about this. It came up in our live Q&A this past week. But if you're not in the Grow class, I wanted to share this with you too, because it was such a good reminder. I've been working with this client for, I don't know, a while. She's a pretty new client and very, very sensitive person. And so far, every single herb we've been trying like single herbs, one at a time, low dose, very, like marshmallow leaf and a little half a teaspoon of skullcap and that sort of thing. And she's reacting, she's having pretty clear reactions to all of them that are not great for her body. And the other day, I had a check in with her, and she mentioned that she, she did some like physical exercises and she was able to sleep without having certain symptoms for the first time since she can remember. And she said, I think it's because I felt like you were listening to me and you trusted me and my body felt safe. And I was like, oh, because I'm here thinking like, oh my gosh, every single thing I've recommended to her not, has not been well received by her body and so forth. But actually what turned out in her perception to be helpful is just having me listen to her and say like, I believe you. I believe you that a small amount of marshmallow is causing this, and I trust your body, and I think that we can find something that's going to help, but we're just going to have to keep trying. And I'm believing what she's saying, and it per her, just that and being able to let go a little bit has actually been helping her, when a lot of other things haven't been helping. So anyway, to me, it was just a really good reminder that yes, some of the work we're doing is herb related and nutrition related, but a lot of it is healing presence related and being with people and trusting them so that they can trust themselves. All of those things sometimes make even more of a difference than the physical interventions that we're giving people. So anyway, I need that reminder periodically, and I thought maybe it would be a good reminder for you too. So anyway, hopefully I'll see you at one of our sessions tomorrow. I'm actually recording this on Saturday, so it's 2 days for me, but tomorrow for you if you're getting this on Sunday. Lastly, don't forget to check out the community forum. There's some interesting threads going there, and if you have questions for the group in between our Mondays, it's a great place to poke around a little bit and see if anybody might be able to support you there. All right. Oh, another like behind the scenes sneak peek. Our book club book for the summer is actually going to be Oliver Burkeman's Meditations for Mortals. And if you're like, meditation, I don't meditate. It's actually not about meditation at all, but by meditations, he means like short essays that provide food for thought. So it has nothing to do with meditation, actually, other than just thinking. Anyway, I think it's going to be a great book for us to read together. And anyway, I'll get into more of that later, but just a heads up, that's what we're going to be doing for book club this summer. And I'm really looking forward to it. All right. Have a great week. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll take care.